I will also be on again sometime tonight when she goes to bed for the evening. But right now she's taking a nap, so and we're having thunderstorms. If you didn't hear that, big thunderstorms. I don't mind rain though. I gotta tell you. I hate snow, but I can live with rain. I can live with it. Okay, first person here is Emma Spurlove. Okay, whether you're with somebody or not, negativity and old wounds are all moving into the past. You may feel like you kind of hit a standstill or like nothing is changing, but that's going to change. You got somebody coming in that's going to make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. If you're with someone now, great. If you're not, you have an Aries coming in, a Leo coming in, plus a water sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, sorry. You also have passion coming in, and the next relationship or current relationship, if you're in one, should be well balanced, and you should get out of it what you put into it. Negativity and pessimism are moving past you, and you got some good luck coming in. Chloe, love. If you have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. If you're not with anyone now, you have a couple of new people coming in. You have a Sagittarius, a Taurus, an Aquarius, and an Aries coming in. You might be feeling a little bit more respected these days, or you may feel like people are putting in more, are giving you more attention, or they're working harder to keep the relationships going. I don't know where you are right now in your love life, but if you're dating or you're not with anyone exclusively, there should be several different people that come in that are putting in a lot of effort. And as you move through the summer, you could settle into a committed relationship, but you're definitely going to have a lot of options. Commitment comes in sometime this summer if you're not with anyone. If you are with someone, I would say current relationship looks good, but you may need to have patience with your current partner. They should be putting in more energy and putting in a little bit more effort, and you should see the relationship strengthen. T-Vet. Oh yeah, it's raining here. It's thunderstorms. But like right now, I don't know. I can't tell if it's raining. When I came in here, it was pouring, but it's still thundering. But I don't know if the rain stopped. I think it's going to do this like off and on for the rest of the day into the night. T-Bet, how will things go if I decide to move? It's going to go slow and steady wins the race, but I think you would be fine. You would feel stable, like you're starting a new journey, and it may be a good decision financially. Monet, what can I do to help with my anxiety? From my experience with anxiety, physical activity. Physical activity is the best. Okay, so here's what you can do. If you absolutely hate physical activity and you're like, that's not doing it for me, then I would say breathing exercises. There's a million different exercises that you can do, but one that's really simple and really helpful, and this used to stress me out. Before I started teaching yoga, I would go to yoga, right? And the teacher would start with the class with a breathing exercise. And the whole time I would be thinking, am I doing it right? What if I'm not doing it right? What if my counting is off? Right? Fuck it. If you're breathing, you're doing it right. So this is very simple, and this is for anybody that wants to, they say it balances the sides of the brain. Very easy. You inhale for 4 through the right nostril, right? So close off the left, right, inhale. Hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left, 4. 1, 2, 3, forward. Empty for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. So it's all count of 4. If that's too much and you're like, I just can't with the nostrils, then just do it without it. So inhale for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. Empty for a count of 4. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. Inhale. And that should help to calm you down. Some people hate physical activity. But I found, and this is going to be a personal thing, for me, running helps with my anxiety. Yoga also helps with my anxiety. But, like, spin class wouldn't. Spin class, I think, is uncomfortable. I think it's too hard. The bike is awkward. I can't get comfortable. So I think that when it comes to the activity, you might have to figure that out for yourself. Yoga and running, for me, help the best with anxiety. Anxiety sucks, but you can get it under control if you find what works for you. And breathing, I mean, like literally you can sit someplace for 3 or 4 minutes and do a breathing exercise, and it can make a huge difference. Yvette Love. Okay, you've got a soulmate connection around. If you haven't started a committed relationship with this person, balance could be coming to the situation. They may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. There could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and things could change for the better for you quickly. You also have somebody new entering that could be an Aries that's different from that soulmate connection. You also have the ability to manifest new opportunities if you're feeling like, you know what, nothing is working and I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, send me somebody fresh, put it out into the universe. Maybe that's the Aries. You have a wish that comes true around love, but you have the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is like not looking back on the past fondly or not wanting to go backwards. So I'm thinking that you may be making a decision to like move on to fresh energy, regardless of what happens with that fire sign soulmate. Let's see what happens. Got a lot of stuff going on around you and it's all positive. One more. How will the interview go for me this Friday at Kohl's? The interview should go well. It's like feeling like you're starting a new journey that's a little bit like a new adventure. Like you may really enjoy it, you may really like it, and they may just feel like you click and things move forward. It seems like you're a good fit. Davy, general for the rest of the month. General for the rest of the month. You're being guided by the divine towards happiness. Might be working on a new creative project that may bring you a lot of like personal growth, feeling rejuvenated. It also may help you either deal with anxiety or it may give you like, I don't know, it seems like it does the world for you, some kind of a creative project or exploring a new creative avenue. Looks like somebody from your past could be returning. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, but you are walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anxiety is moving into the past, and you could get a new job or a new business opportunity. Money comes in, too, with the 10 of Pentacles. If you've been waiting on a large sum of money, you should get it this month. Flower. Why didn't he return my text? He's feeling burdened and weighed down. He also may have not been getting enough rest and relaxation lately, and he's feeling a little bit cranky. He feels weak and he doesn't feel like talking. He's in a mood. You'll hear from him. Alessandra, what's coming in for the next couple of weeks for me and Vigo? Mm, you might be feeling like the love is run out and you could have some sharp energy around the situation. It looks like there may be a little bit of deceit, and overall you could be feeling as if the timing around this situation is bad. I wouldn't expect all that much from him. It's almost like you're kind of getting sick of the situation and you may be looking to move forward. Got happiness coming out around a new situation with a new fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But you may feel like he's treated you unfairly and that the whole situation has been pretty unsuccessful. I know you may be fed up with him. I don't see him putting in all that much effort or nothing that makes that much of a difference over the next couple of weeks. L'Amour, will I be happy about Joel's pay rate for the beauty advisor lead position? Might not be thrilled with it because I'm only getting one ace, but there may be other perks. Like there could be room for growth, moving up the ladder. There may be a lot of potential around the situation for increases in pay. There also may be good benefits or vacation time, and you may get like really good discounts and stuff like that. So there may be other things that kind of compensate for the fact that you're not thrilled with the pay that they start you at. But it looks like overall you have a lot of opportunity there, or a lot of opportunity that can come from there, even if the pay isn't great. Ronnie, the Sag, and I. It looks like he may be putting in a little bit more effort in this upcoming month or the next couple of weeks. But at the same time, you may kind of be feeling a little bit like you're losing interest. You might be feeling almost like it's a little too late. I mean, he shows up with putting in more effort, wanting things to move forward, giving you choices, or coming up with new ideas. But it almost kind of feels like you're kind of like a little bit like it's a little too late. Let's see what happens. It looks like he's putting in more effort, and at the bottom line, he's putting in more effort, but I don't know how you're going to feel. By the end of June, you may be feeling like, you know what, it's just kind of, the thrill's gone. Let's see what happens. L'Amour, will they recognize me from the last time I worked there? Will they recognize me from the last time I worked there? Yeah, I think that they will. I mean, I don't know how long ago it was, so there may be like a significant turnover in employees, but I think, yeah, overall, there may be management may recognize you, or management may still be the same. I don't think it's a bad gig. I really don't. L'Amour, should I change my prices a little higher? Should I change my prices a little higher? Yeah, you got a 70% chance, yes. And with the Page of Swords, I would do it soon. Like, you could do it quickly. Virgo, what messages do you have in general for love? Okay, it looks like if you're in a relationship right now, I would say you have a wish around it. Six of Pentacles would be a well-functioning relationship where you feel respected and you're getting out of it what you need. Four of Cups in reverse, somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. If you're in a relationship, this would be your current partner. If you're not with anyone, this still all holds true. A passionate Virgo comes in out of the clear blue sky, if you're not with anyone right now. The love cup would be full, and things could move forward pretty quickly. Hangman's in reverse. Yeah, if you're not with anyone right now, somebody could come in like at any moment. Sorry. What is the outcome of us romantically being together for me? An email if you need help moving together. What is the outcome of us romantically being together for me? And he emailed you asking if you need help moving? Alright, let's see what's going on here with us romantically. Okay, so this relationship looks like perseverance makes the relationship move forward, slow and steady wins the race. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like building a relationship that's on solid ground and things move forward slow and steady, but there's plenty of love and compassion. There's romance around. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Two of Wands, feeling prepared like the world is at your feet and making a decision to move forward, not backwards. If you decide for this relationship to move forward, you have good luck. You also have the relationship is strengthening. A commitment could come in that has long-term potential. But I'm not sure about the email if you need help moving. Was he going to help you move, or you guys are going to move together? That's the only part that I don't know. If you decide to move forward with this relationship romantically, I think it does have long-term potential. But it's not like a whirlwind romance, where it's like extremely passionate and like, it's like slow and steady wins the race. Which is good because it's like building a solid foundation. Hannah, will the Libra confess his feelings to me, or is it over? Or is he over me? I think that he's moved, well, I think that his intentions are, yes, to move forward with his life, because he's got the Eight of Cups around a relationship that feels burdened, or like he's put in enough effort, and here's the Libra. And he's looking for his life to either go in a different direction, and he's listening to his intuition. I don't think that he's looking for this relationship to go backwards. And I don't think that he has any feelings right now or anything to confess to you. Whatever it was that you spoke about, that last, or whatever he told you last, was how he felt. Lamore, what can I expect for the rest of the week? Things could change for the better quickly, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Happiness comes in around divine timing. Looks like you have a wish and cause for celebration that comes in before the end of the week, and feeling a little bit more balanced. You may also be feeling a little bit more like you're just enjoying life a little bit more. More, can I trust Alex? No. I would be careful. Got the Ten of Swords here. I would be careful. You know, not that you can't keep this person in your life. I would just be careful with the information that you trust them with. Lamore, will my LLC application get approved for my business? Yes. Yes, it will. Davey, love for the rest of the summer. you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities, and I think that's what you're doing. You have an Aquarius that comes in. You've got a Virgo here. You've made it to the top of the mountain. Before the end of the summer, I think that you settle into a committed relationship with the Two of Cups. Negativity moves into the past. But the person that it's going to be will be your decision. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Then you've got a Virgo. Choices and decisions that come up here for you. Feeling like you have the world at your feet. Somebody from your past returns. A Libra comes in. You've got plenty of stuff happening here. A water sign comes in too. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I think before the end of the summer, you're in a committed relationship. But between now and then, you may be exploring your options, getting to know different people. Somebody from your past returns, at least one person from the past. But I feel like by the time this person shows up, you've moved past it and you don't want to go back. I don't know, your energy is moving forward, and it's like, it's moving forward pretty fast. So, let's see what happens there. One more. Unicorn cards. Oh, yay. I feel like the unicorn cards are a little underrated. Am I right? Not a planet, space. Not a planet, space. Number 18. Space, not a planet. Transformation. The planets align and the stars shine. The sun beams its light. The galaxy turns. The solar system makes its journey round and round in a flurry of sound and sight. Look up at the night and what do you see? It is a vast of blackness and empty space. Or is it a playground with room for infinite dreams, possibilities, and boundlessness, and infinity? Of the conscious universe astounds. In the space of wonder, the planetary unicorn is found. Meditation. Look up at the sky at night and open up your heart. See yourself journey from the end of the earth to the sun, to the solar system, to the galaxy, to the greater cosmos and beyond. All that lies in you. The planetary unicorn appears and speaks. Listen closely. Affirmation. I am wide and open like the galaxy. I am vast and endless. I have found my place. Action. Stargazing is wonderful activity to open up the mind to the vast possibilities of space. Lay down in the grass and look up and feel the infinite possibilities all around you. Not a demon, desire. Look at that. Not a demon, desire. Number 12. Oh, he's so dreamy. What a beautiful man. It is the external mischief maker and the lover. That 11, that elven royalty. In desire, there is more than just horns, enamored in love's embrace. See now the beauty of the unicorn of Pan in every lover's space. And through our desire, we find the door from lust to love, and from them so much more. A portal, a key, and to the great beyond. Meditation. Dive into your deepest desires. What turns you on? What do you want from life? Instead of following the path of aesthetics, fully embrace your wants and needs. Let the unicorn of Pan take you by the hand. Enjoy the good life in his arms. Affirmation. I dive headfirst into my desires and I live the good life. It is time to have more than just a little fun. Action. Do something for yourself. Go shopping. Take a vacation. Get your nails done. Haven't you always wanted to get a massage? Enjoy the finer things in life. Ask and you shall receive. Pretty cool. Not a demon, desire. Cool. Samantha. I don't see the question yet. So let me do UAF. Spirit in general regarding my current job. Did I leave in bad an impression with my bluntness? I'm getting fed up. No, I don't think that you left a bad impression. No, I think that they may feel disappointed in whatever you said actually being true. So, like, their disappointment may be in themselves, not with you. It looks like all of this is going to blow over and move into the past, and you have a wish around the situation. You also have the ability to manifest new opportunities around work and career, and balance is coming back to your current position. But you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. I think things are going to improve where you are right now, but I still think that someone's going to make you an offer that's going to be hard to, like, turn down. And I think it may happen before the end of the summer. Spirit cards. The Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. Well, that's what you did, so good. The Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, the lack of confidence or afraid to take action, which I don't think that you are, but that comes up. And then the last one here is the Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. I think that things around your current job are going to improve. Mango. So, I'm at my dad's house in Florida, and I noticed that the tree in the backyard has got fruit hanging from it. And they were like big things, right? And I asked my dad what it was. He says it's jackfruit. I never had it, I don't believe, but I've seen it because I worked with a guy who used to bring it in. I don't know where he got it from, but he used to bring it in. And then the other tree had the mango. And I love mango, but I had never seen them hanging from a tree before. And they hang like Christmas ornaments off the tree. Anyway, so I went out there to get one because I was like, oh, I love mango. And he was like, nobody eats that. He's like, it's gross. It's not gross, it's delicious. But I found it funny that they're growing all over. As I walked around the neighborhood, I saw a lot of people had these mango trees. I guess the one that I picked wasn't ripe enough. Anyway, but it was really funny. He was like, get rid of that. I was like, no, it's really good. Samantha, will my husband and I get back together? You could. You got a 33% chance that you could. But you have the Magician, which means that you can kind of make it happen. Thing is that it's not going to be an easy road. There's a lot of sharp energy and a lot of issues around this situation, which is fine if both of you are on the same page and you're both working towards the same goals. What I'm questioning around the situation is whether or not both of you are going to come back to the situation and work on the issues. The fear is, and what oftentimes happens is the two people just get back together because it's just easier. But nobody really works on the relationship, and then it just, like, it just, you go back into the same broken relationship, nothing really changes, and then a year later, or 2 years later, or worse, 10 years later, you end it. And it's just, like, not for the greater good. I mean, it's going to be your choice at the end of the day because you have the Magician. I just don't know that it's going to work out the way you want it to, if you guys get back together. So just keep in mind that the road's going to be long and there's a lot of work that's got to get done. But it is possible sometime before the end of this year. Beginning of self, general love. Beginning of self, general love. If you're with someone right now, great. Current relationship looks good. You got a soulmate connection. If you're not with anyone right now, soulmate connection comes in that brings growth and transformation to your life. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Scorpio comes up strong. Negative issues, tower moments, bullshit is moving into the past. Being focused on having a healthy relationship that's well balanced, that the love cup is full, and there's a little bit of excitement, serves you well. The hard work you put into love will come back to you in your next relationship. Or current one if you're in one. But if you're in a situation where things are not working, or you're trying to make something happen and the other person's not putting in any effort, you may have to shut the door on that for this new person to come in. And I think they're a water sign, possibly a Scorpio. You're moving in together. Okay, sorry. If you guys are going to move in together, I think that there's possibility for long-term potential around that. So if that's what you want, that can happen. No problem. Tori, how does KH the Sagittarius feel about me? How does KH the Sagittarius feel about me? Thinks that you're creative, grounded, stable, down to earth, compassionate, kind, loving, sincere, strong, confident, a little bit spontaneous, attractive, and there could be a romantic connection here, or there could be opportunity for romance. Knight of Cups, if we're talking about like a romantic connection, it would be romance. If this is just somebody that you're friends with, I would say it's somebody who cares about you very much. Mariana, general for this week. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around your life this week. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you're stepping into your own strength. Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Looks like you have cause for celebration when things change for the better by the end of this week, possibly around a work or business situation. Mariana, what are C's intentions towards me? I would say they're looking for the relationship to strengthen and grow. However, they do a lot more time thinking about things, and they don't really put in all that much effort. They may feel right now like the timing isn't right. Happiness can come to this situation, but it's going to happen on their watch, not yours. Like it's when they're ready. And it just looks like it could be a little bit down the road. I wouldn't expect too much right away, but in long term, things could move forward pretty quickly. But it's just not right now. The timing right now they feel isn't right. Adriana, has Alex moved on to someone else? I don't think he's moved on to someone else as far as like being in a committed relationship, but I do think that there is somebody else around him right now, and I think it's an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Hannah, the Libra was someone that I liked, and for some reason I thought he liked me back, that we may have a soulmate connection or something. My question is, why did I think that he had feelings for me when he didn't? Well, that happens all the time. Have you ever heard me talk about the bartender down the street? I was convinced that there was something there, and the guy could not have been more clear that there was nothing between us. But I thought I don't know what that's about. At the time, I didn't know what it was about. Years later, looking back on the situation, because that was a really long time ago, I understand what it is, and I was even told this because I went to a therapist to talk about it, not just about that, but about those situations. Like, it's not about him. It's about me. And it's about what's going on inside me. So when you find that you're attracted to somebody, and there's like, oh, I have this feeling, right? I got this feeling that there's more here. Like, we're supposed to be together, or there's something more, or I just kind of feel like we belong together. Usually what that is, there's something about the situation, and I didn't believe this because I was like, how would I know that? Like, how would I consciously know that? Like, it sounds crazy that there's something about that person that you find attractive because you can't be with them. And it sounds stupid because it's like, why would I be attracted to somebody that I can't have? Because it's not about them, it's about me. So it's about when that person pays attention, when that person, pays attention to me, it makes me feel as if I'm worth something. So they call it soul wounds, and it's kind of hard to explain. And I would argue with the therapist about this because I was like, there is no way that I knew consciously that he wouldn't be interested in me, and that's what made me attracted to him. But that's what it is because of the soul wound. So the soul wound is like feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like I'm not deserving and worthy. But when this person pays me attention, or when I think that there's something that's going to happen between me and him, or me thinking that I'm going to be his girlfriend and everyone's going to know me as his girlfriend, that validates my existence and it makes me worthy. It's not true, but that's what makes us attracted to those types of people. That's why when people are contacting me and they're telling me about this twin flame bullshit, I'm like, you need to take a step back and look at yourself, because you feel that way because of what's going on inside you, not what's going on with them. Now, the person could be nice to you, they could be flirty with you, they could do all the things that make you think that they like you, but they have no interest in actually being in a real relationship with you. It is what it is in that moment. But in those moments, you almost feel like, the best way I can describe it is worthy. Like being worthy of something. It's all about this soul wound and feeling like with this person giving me attention, it makes me worthy of other things. So you become fixated on that. And I'm not saying that you've done this like long term, but this is what, I've seen people do it long term, and I've done it myself long term. I had in my head, well, at some point he's going to realize that he really is interested in me. No, he isn't. What I actually wound up doing is I was in his face so much that I think he really started to hate me. Not because of the way I looked, not because of anything, but it was my energy was there all the time, and he couldn't get away from me. And I thought that something was going to happen, and he couldn't have been any clearer. But it comes back to the soul wound. That if you are able to get something that is seemingly out of your reach, all of a sudden you're validated. It's crazy. It's similar to like when somebody has an argument on Facebook, they put it up on Facebook because they want other people to agree with them. They need that validation. You don't really need somebody else to validate your argument, but people do it all the time. Like they want to see how many people agree with them or how many people like their bullshit. It's all about validation. There really is, if you have 100 people like your gossip, so what does that do for you in the long run? Nothing. But the people feel in the moment validated. Anyhow, so those soul wound types of things are very hard and they're difficult to deal with because it doesn't make sense. Like in the moment I was like, but I didn't know that. I thought that we had something. And the therapist was like, but he did nothing to make you think that you had anything other than just being like serving you at the bar. Do you know what I mean? Like he was nice, he was friendly, he was fun to be around. But did he tell me that he was interested in me? No. Did he tell me that he wanted to take me on a date? No. Did he tell me that he wanted to be with me for the rest of his life? No. So what made me think that there was something between us? It was in my head. It was in my head. It was something that I desired. Now, to go a little bit further, what else has gone on in your life? Because sometimes it's like the escape from the reality of your life. At the time that this crazy thing happened to me, my boyfriend of like 5 or 6 years, that relationship ended. My mother had just died. My grandfather had just died. I was living on my own for the first time. So there was a lot of like reality that it was really nice to like escape that and have this fantasy. So, you got to take a look at what's going on in your life and what's going on around you. like, and why it's that person. It's not about them, it's about you. It's about what's happening in me. Now for you, it looks like all this negativity is going to move into the past. Looks like you're going to be feeling a little bit more stable and a little bit more secure. You actually have a Taurus coming in and an Aquarius that could be, if nothing else, loyal, stable friends that help you move past this, and perseverance pays off. I hate those situations, and I've been in them too. When you start to work on your own issues and the circumstances around you, like what's gone on in your life, then you start to make a little more sense of it. It's fucking annoying. I hear you. Yeah, you know what happened? I went out and I picked that mango way too soon. And it was still green. And when I went around the corner, I saw a tree that was like, they were all purple. And I was like, those are the ones that are probably ripe. Not the one that I picked. But anyway, I love them. But I love fruit. There's not really any fruit that I don't love. Simran, how will my marriage be like? Well, this is, you know, it's hard for me to read on a marriage that's not here. And we don't know how long it's going to be before you get married. So this is sort of hypothetical. I would say it would be stable. It would be slow and steady wins the race. It would be with somebody who could be very sensible, grounded, and stable. Somebody who they're not like over the top. They're kind of like down to earth and like not overly extravagant. I don't know why that comes up. The relationship will move forward pretty quickly, and it would be pretty stable, a stable union. But once again, it's like, you know, how's my trip to Europe going to be? Well, I am not planning on going to Europe right now. I don't have any plans in the near future to go to Europe. So how could I really give a reading on something that isn't even, it's not coming up in the near future? It could be 5 years from now, it could be 10 years from now, it could be 20 years from now. So that's kind of hard. I don't know how many kids you're going to have because children are free will. That's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to have children and how many you're going to have. That is not predestined. I would say that you could have at least 2. I would say that you would have at least 2, but I can't tell you how many kids you're going to have because it's free will. It's free will to an extent. It's like if you have fertility problems and you go to a fertility doctor, like you could have triplets in one shot because you've manipulated the situation, right? Like when you have to go to a fertility doctor, you have to manipulate the situation to get what you want. So you could have, that's not free will, right? That's, I know what this situation is. I know that my risks of having multiple children at once is higher when I go to a fertility doctor. But children are free will. It's like if you decide that you're not going to use birth control from now until ever, then you're going to get pregnant. As long as you can conceive children, you will, unless it's a physical thing. You know, it's like walking out into the street in traffic. Am I going to get hit by a car? Well, if you walk out into the street in front of a car, you might not get hit every time, but eventually you're going to get hit. It's the same thing with pregnancy. And then in this day and age, it's like, how many miscarriages? Do I have an abortion? That, you know, there's a lot of other things that are your choice. Given this situation, that situation, or the next one, it's not destined as to how many children you're going to have because that's up for you to choose. Unless you had like a physical issue. Like the doctors tell me that I can't have children. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, but the cards are saying that you can. Because that happens. How many people do we know that were told they couldn't have children? Now they've got 3 kids. So when it comes to like children, when it comes to even marriage is free will. When I was young, I thought I was going to be married by 20 and I would be married forever. I don't think I'll ever marry at this point, and I don't even care because I think that marriage is bullshit. But it's free will. So if at 20 somebody said to me, you're never going to marry, I would have been devastated. But now I would be like, I don't really give a shit because I think it's bullshit. So it's like as you grow and change, like your ideas change, and you mature in different ways, and certain things aren't as important to you. So children and marriage, that's all free will, and you make that decision. Leslie, hi. General for me with work and love. Okay, sure. All right, journal for me with work. Looks like you're no longer feeling held back at work, or you may feel like things are starting to move forward pretty quickly. You have choices around work and the ability to manifest new opportunities pretty quickly. When it comes to love, I don't know where you are right now in your relationship. If you're with someone, I would say the relationship could be pretty balanced, and you may be feeling like you're getting out of it what you put into it. If you're not with anyone, a water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you should feel like they should be putting in what you're putting in the relationship should be balanced. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. And overall, it looks like a pretty pleasant week when it comes to money, work, and love. Simran, will I pass tonight's test? Oh God, I hate tests. Will I pass tonight's tests? Yeah, I think you're gonna pass. I think you'll pass. Explosions. How does my Virgo feel about me during this time? There could be sharp energy around the situation. I don't know what that's all about. And here's the Virgo. Now, this card can also indicate that communication has gone down or they're isolating themselves. But I don't know. It doesn't have to be. Since they're a Virgo, it could just be them showing up in the reading. It looks like they think that you're intuitive, kind-hearted, sincere, well-balanced, interesting, intuitive, and creative, maybe a little bit unique, reliable, courageous, and strong. More or less, is he leaving soon? Will we ever be work colleagues again? The best boss. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, is he leaving soon? I don't think he's leaving soon. I think that there is possibility for you and him to be working again. And I think that even after he leaves, you'll make the adjustment and you'll be okay. That sucks. It sucks. But I don't think he's leaving that soon. Michael, I want to know if I'll be able to move out of my home and find an apartment or a room of my own somewhere else and a new job quick before the end of this year. I think you can make that happen. Yeah, you got divine timing on your side. You can make that happen before the end of this year. Brandon. Is there a woman coming into my life? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. You're starting a new journey with a fire sign that could be a Leo. If it's not a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but Leo comes up strongest. Somebody who's very strong, independent, creative. a little bit unique, spontaneous, has a lot of respect for you, and you meet this person through divine timing. They may have a creative job, or they don't have to necessarily be an artist, but they have some kind of a creative job or hobby that's very important to them, and that may be what you recognize in them, or that may be how you meet them. Goddess, when will I relocate? I would say by the beginning of this fall, you should relocate. Myogram general for the next 7 days. Starting a new journey is possible. With the Fool. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Feeling stable around work, and maybe even thinking about going back to school or in a new area of study. No longer feeling as if you're holding yourself back. Over the next 7 days, feel as if life has gone back into balance, and you may be working on a creative project of some sort. You might feel like the weight of the world has melted off your shoulders and the energy around you is much lighter. Moving on to greener pastures, feeling a little bit better compensated at work and feeling a little bit better respected. Empress. Hannah, listen. You don't even want to know what I've done in my day. Talk about wasting time. You don't even know the things that I've done. Don't feel bad. Just put it behind you and move forward. I mean, when I think of some of the things that I've done, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, really, what was I thinking? Evidently not clearly. Cinnamon. What's coming for me this whole week and weekend? Got money coming in. Balance comes back to life. A fire sign enters. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got money coming in. If you're waiting on money, you could get it this week. Have a little bit of patience. Things are starting to fall into place for you and feeling a little bit more successful. You could be planning a vacation, going on a vacation, or going out of town relatively soon. I don't know exactly when, but you have a little trip coming in. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well, and all of a sudden you could feel like life is starting to move forward, especially around a fire sign that could be in Aries. You also have a Libra around that may show up kind of out of the blue, where you could hear from. Communication may pick up with that Libra. You could get a new business opportunity. Mariana, will I get accepted for the apartment I applied for? I think you will. Yeah, I think you will get it. Goddess, will he move soon? And are they doing something illegal? I don't think that he or she is moving soon, and I don't think that they're doing anything illegal. Empress, my brother has shown a lot of effort and interest in Cassidy, and he doesn't feel like it's being reciprocated or appreciated. He decided to pull his energy back. What does Cassidy make? Okay. Okay, she's doing a lot of time thinking about it, and she's feeling anxiety around the situation. But she may come back a little bit more perseverant, and he may feel like the hard work he's put in finally comes back to him when she starts putting in a little bit more effort. Cause for celebration comes in around Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. I think the relationship is going to move forward. She may be prepared to put in a little bit more energy now that he's kind of pulled back. He should see a little more out of her. petty. Okay. Is Vaslav really interested in me, or just playing? I'm an Aries. Okay. No, I think he's interested in you. Yeah, I do think he's interested. Brandon, I remember you reading me before, and both you correlated with my readings on that subject. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good luck. Lamore, how will the managers feel when I tell them I sell jewelry and lip gloss? I think that they're going to be impressed. It's like you got a new beginning here. You got happiness coming out. You're starting a new journey. I think that they're going to be impressed. And they're going to think that you know a lot about that kind of stuff. I think that you're going to get that job. One more advice for today. I would say slow and steady wins the race, but you have a lot of nice things happening. Feeling a little bit more financially stable, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, feeling very passionate, feeling very creative, and you may have a romantic interest around you that's paying you a lot of attention. Anxiety moves into the past and life seems to move forward. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't rush anything. It's all going to happen in its own time. More tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a good day for you. You got money coming in. You have divine timing guiding you. Have a little bit of patience with something. If you're feeling a little frustrated, walk away from it. Things are happening through divine timing for you. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Perseverance pays off tomorrow. Water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and by the end of the day, you're feeling successful and like you've accomplished whatever it was you set out to do for yesterday or tomorrow. By the end of the day, you feel accomplished. UAF. Am I approaching too defensively, or is CD&AR trying to throw me under the bus? Okay. Am I approaching too defensively? Are they trying to throw me under the bus? I would say it's a little bit of both. I think that you may be a little bit defensive, but I don't think that they're doing right by you, those two. I think that either they feel like the two of them could stick together, or they may not have done the right thing. Maybe they didn't tell you the right thing, or they didn't give you the right information, and whatever happened, they don't want to take responsibility for it because it's like the two of them. You know, it's like there's always strength in numbers. I think they're trying to get away with something. And I think that you may have come off a little bit defensive, and that only may be like fueling it. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to come out, and the truth is going to be exposed, and they're going to look like two assholes. Because I think that they know what they did. I think they know that they screwed something up, or they didn't tell you something, or you didn't do something right. But it falls back on them. What assholes. Cynthia, love. Maybe feeling like when it comes to love that you're the only one that does any, puts in any effort in your relationships. You might be making a decision to leave the past in the past and to move on to greener pastures, and that would be a good choice. It looks like leaving the past in the past and moving forward. Got an earth sign that comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That could have long-term potential around it. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Listen to your intuition. You're not looking back on the past fondly. You may be kind of digesting whatever it was that went on in the past, and you may be making a clear decision to move forward. Maybe the best thing for you. I think you got some new energy coming in. UAF. What can I do to get a job as BA? All right, I don't know what BA is. But it looks like perseverance pays off. There's a new opportunity that comes in that pays really well. You're not holding yourself back. Perseverance pays off. I don't know if you have to go looking for it. You have to be a little bit persistent. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I don't think it's at this company, though. I think it's at a different company. Growth and change, transformation comes to your career, and you move forward with the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. I think a little bit of persistence, you can get what you want, but I don't think it happens at this company. I think it happens at a different company. You can do it. It's definitely possible. Cynthia, now until next month. You may be walking away from a relationship that possibly should have ended a long time ago. You may be feeling like, I should have done this a long time ago. Now I'm finally making the decision. You're listening to your intuition, but you might need to have some patience with yourself. It looks like anxiety seems to move into the past, but it's slow and steady wins the race between now and next month. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Happiness comes in when you cut out all the bullshit. Letting go of things that weigh you down, letting go of sharp energy, letting go of things that you put a lot of hard work into and didn't see a payoff. You actually have money coming in too by the end of the month. And you might be feeling a little bit more like you're in control in your own world. Not a bad month. Kira, how is he feeling about the text I sent him? And what can I expect next? He feels undecided about the text. I don't know if he doesn't understand or he doesn't know how you mean it, but there's some kind of indecision. It also, if it was like black and white, with no way to not understand it, he may be undecided about what to do about the text. What you can expect next, communication. Here you go. He should reach out to you from out of the blue, and with the Fool in reverse, you should discuss whatever it is that went on, or anything that's uncertain around the situation will be discussed, and that may make you feel better. You may be feeling a little disappointed around the situation, but ultimately you'll feel better and things will move forward. Kira, tomorrow, specifically work. Not a bad day tomorrow. Energy tomorrow is like spontaneous, carefree, fun-loving. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, feeling as if you have the world at your feet. Communication around work may be good, and you may be feeling strong and secure at work and very confident. Not a bad day at all. Simran, what does H think of me, good and bad? What does H think of me, good and bad? Thinks that you're strong, intelligent, kind-hearted, sincere, but maybe overly sensitive. Or maybe overly sensitive, and maybe even too hard of a worker, or you let situations victimize you. I don't know. It's like we're overworking, or becoming a victim by the situation, like letting the situation victimize you and feeling a little bit like you can be overly sensitive. They also may think that you're grounded and stable, but that you overthink things too much. Here, rest of the week and weekend. The rest of the week looks pretty good. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You have a Libra and Aquarius around. Negativity moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. By the weekend, you have a new adventure on the horizon. A Capricorn may come in. Could be spending time with a love interest, and you may be feeling very successful by the end of the week. There may be even something spontaneous that comes up next between now and then that makes you feel like a little exciting, or a little bit that's like fun or something to look forward to. Simran, does S think of me for the weekend? S thinks that you're intelligent, hardworking, kind-hearted, sincere, successful. They also may think that sometimes you put too much effort in, or like you beat a dead horse. Like something is done, or it's overdone, or overkill. They may feel like you could be overly dramatic. You're genuinely a happy person. You're pretty much easy to get along with. You're pretty fair and just. And sometimes they may feel that you expect too much from people, or you have very high standards for people. Kira, what can I expect when I go to my great-grandmother's funeral Friday? I see a lot of family I haven't seen in a while, plus possibly my mother. Sorry to hear about that. Oh boy, okay, let's see. If you go, it won't be so bad. It's not going to be so bad. It's like, have patience with the people that are there. I think that it's going to be a solemn event, but I don't think that you're going to be grilled or questioned by anybody. Your mother may try to make time with you, though. That you may want to distance yourself from that, and that could be a little bit frustrating, but I don't think anybody else is really going to give you a hard time about anything. But it comes off here that you may be holding yourself back, and you may be feeling like you don't want to go. Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. So if you go, your efforts will be rewarded. Like, it won't be so bad. It's like, I went, I paid my respects, and in return, people have respected me, and nobody really gave you a hard time. The only person that I think may try to make time with you that might annoy you would be your mother. Because I can't imagine her seeing you there and not trying to make time with you, or talk to you, or get close to you, or something, and that could cause you anxiety. The other miscellaneous family members that you haven't seen in some time, they may make small talk, but I don't think it's anything that you have to worry about, and I think you can kind of get away pretty quickly. What I would do, this is just me, if it's a church thing, I would go into the church just as it's starting, and then I would get the hell out of there before it ended. And I was there. But you know, that's me. If I could sneak in and sneak out, that's what I'm going to do. I was there so I don't have to feel guilty, but I don't have to make this a party. Now, my one friend, I was in a situation that was different. It was the guy that I was seeing that I dated off and on for 8 years. When his mom died, I didn't know if I should go, like, should I go to the funeral? Should I go to the wake? I knew I had to go to something. I thought I had to go to something. I didn't know what to do. My one friend said to me, she said, you know who's there, right? So you have to make an appearance, but you don't need to be at everything. So she was like, just make your appearance, let yourself be seen. You know, you were there, he sees you, he knows that you care, and then leave. And that's exactly what I did. I got in there like right before the wake ended, and I was at work. I had to leave work and go back to work. So, but yeah, I don't think you have to be there through the whole thing if you feel uncomfortable. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you expect. Your mom is probably going to try to corner you or get near you, and that you might not want. Do I have an Amazon wish list? I don't think so. What, like things that I put on there that I want? No, I don't think so. I think the only thing I ever put together was like, I don't know. I put something together. It's a really long time ago. I don't even know if it's still there. No, I don't think that I made a wish list though. Simran, what business proposal will I receive? I don't know what you do for a living. I have no idea. I don't know what you're applying for. What are you applying for? It looks like you have a grounded and stable job right now, and there would be opportunity to move forward, or there could be opportunity to move up. But I don't know what it is that you do or what you're looking to do. You have a wish around your situation, but I can't give you a business proposal from someone because I have no idea what it is you do for a living. I can just tell you that there will be a new opportunity that could pay more money, and you may be thinking about going back to school, or they could send you back to school for something. And this would be like for your career. You know, like it might not have anything to do with your current, whatever you're going to school for now. And it looks like perseverance around your career pays off. Creativity comes in, and you could be moving up the ladder, or you could be getting a new position at some point relatively soon. But the exact business proposal, no, I don't know what it is. Lita. In the last reading, you told me Pisces was coming towards me. Could you elaborate on that? Okay, let's see what's going on with this Pisces. Yeah, you've got a water sign coming in. This person is going to be perseverant. The Empress. So Empress is love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. They're a creative person. They either have a creative job or a creative hobby that's very important to them. It's a soulmate connection. You'll feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and you might feel like we just get along really well, and this is like a connection that, like, I feel like I've known him before, or I feel like I've known him for a long time. Him or her, I don't know who we're talking about here. It also looks like you may feel like this person could be very intuitive, or you might feel like they remind you of somebody from the past, or like you've known them before. They may be a business owner. They could be a business owner, or they may want to be a business owner, and they may be telling you about that. They seem to have a lot of adventurous hobbies or things that they want to do that are a little bit on the adventurous side, and they may be telling you about that. Like, I don't know, hey, I want to go scuba diving, or I want to go parasailing, stuff like that. They may have on their bucket list. That may be very important to them. And they're definitely a creative type. Simran, should I accept the business proposal, or is it too good to be true? I don't think it's too good to be true, because I think that you know the people, and I think that they seem legit, or you know that they're legit. I would accept it when it comes through. I think that it's going to be something that you're going to be excited about. Lamore, will I make genuine friends? They're around my age group. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you will. You will. It's going to kind of open up a whole new avenue, and I also think it's going to be good for your business. I do. I think it's going to be good for your business. Kira, called off and had 3 phone interviews. I have a Zoom interview at 4 p.m. Do you see me leaving my current job for one of the positions I've interviewed for today? I think so, yeah. Yeah. The problem with your current job is that even though things may be going okay now, it's like it's always kind of hanging over your head that you've got these bitches to work with that have given you a hard time, or that you just feel it's too much. So I think you are going to get a new opportunity, and you're not going to stay there just because you don't need the stress of it. So moving forward is, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity. Goddess, what is T? Always have hostile and nasty energy towards me. I haven't done anything to this person, but their energy is so off, sneaky, and weird. Okay, let's see. What's going on with T? Well, they got shit happening here. So they've got here the Seven of Swords, which either somebody has recently betrayed them or they've betrayed somebody, and whatever this betrayal is something that they're either having a hard time getting over, or I would say they're having a hard time getting over it. That may contribute to the nastiness. They feel like nothing has changed for them. They feel like they're stuck. They feel like they need to walk away from something, but they're not. Or they may be involved in something that they know that they shouldn't be involved in, and they're making a hard decision, either getting out of it, or they may feel responsible, or they feel like they can't stop doing whatever it is that they're doing. The Hermit, they're self-isolating themselves. I don't know if this person has an issue with drugs. They do have sharp energy around them. It doesn't really have anything to do with you. It's just you're in a really shitty place and they take it out on everyone. I would try to distance yourself from them if you can, because it doesn't look like it has much to do with you, but they're always frustrated or they're always angry, and they take it out on whoever crosses their path. The sneaky and weird part, right, and the sharp energy reminds me of somebody that's got an issue with drugs. And I know before when we asked if they were doing anything illegal, I don't think they're doing anything illegal. Like, I don't think they're selling drugs or doing anything like that you could potentially get in trouble for. But I don't know if they're doing drugs or something like that that's altering their mood. I would try to stay far away from them if you can. I don't know if it's possible. So annoying. Beginning of self, general for self and E. All right, I don't know who this person is, but the two of you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care together. You guys may be spending, if it's a romantic connection, romance could blossom. There also may be a creative project that the two of you are working on, and communication may be picking up. You might feel as if you have a long road ahead of you, but you're enjoying the ride and it's like a lot of fun. You might be spending more time together. They may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may be spending the time like a day away together, or you may be going someplace like on a quick road trip. It also looks like things change for the better between you and this person pretty quickly. Make an Amazon wish list. I gotta look into it. Kira, I hope I don't smite Grandpa's new wife who insists I call her Grandma. I mean, people got some nerve. I mean, really have some nerve. Man. Like, really? These people. Oh, last Pisces best friend that randomly abandoned me. That sucks. People are such assholes. I don't think it is. I think it's somebody new that comes in, and this person comes in like a breath of fresh air, not like old baggage. Simran. I've been feeling very low and lazy. What should I do to feel energized and active? Whenever people tell me that they feel lazy, I always make sure you're drinking enough water. Always, because dehydration will make you feel really exhausted and tired, and then most of the time, like, we go for like coffee or something like that, and that just makes matters worse. Make sure that you're drinking enough water, and it may take a couple of days before you start to physically feel better. And then some kind of physical activity first thing in the morning. Even if it's a 20-minute walk, I don't care if you have to walk up and down the hallway. Sometimes that's what I do. But the physical activity will start to get the blood flowing, it'll start to get things moving, and you'll start to feel a little bit more energized. What's in motion stays in motion. So I would check water, and then I would check physical activity first thing in the morning. I don't care if you only have time to do it for 5 minutes, but the movement will start to get things going. You have growth and transformation coming in and balance coming back to your life, which I think is going to help. And you have happiness coming out. This also may be sun. You might need to get a little sun, vitamin D. Even if it's just being outside for 5 minutes. Just, you know, out in sunlight. Julie, how is C feeling towards me now? Feels the same. He's isolating himself right now. He feels like you're a strong person, you're kind, you're caring, you're sincere, but he's got a lot of anxiety around the situation. Kira, general. Money coming in with the Nine of Pentacles. Listen to your intuition. Making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Suits you well. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You have money coming in. You have a Capricorn coming in. And you have arguments and bickering moving into the past. Or any kind of like annoying situation should be moving into the past. I think you may be taking a quick vacation too. Or maybe even a day away. That may be like rejuvenating. Mariana, general for R. General for RR. Okay, so this person should be feeling a little bit better respected and better compensated at work. They could have a Cancer coming in, or they may feel as if their life is moving forward. That card could be either a Cancer enters, or it could be life starts to move forward quick. They also may be taking a road trip. It looks like they're feeling very balanced. They're stepping into their own strength. Their perseverance pays off, especially around the work or business endeavor. No longer feel weighed down and burdened by the weight of the world. They're no longer holding themselves back. They have a wish that comes true. The world is at their feet. They have money coming in. They could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and that makes them feel relief. With all of this, they're also starting to feel a little bit lucky, or like they've been at the right place at the right time. Someone, where will I travel? Oh, I don't know where you're going to travel. That's for you to decide. You make that decision. Like, this stuff is not predestined. Like, you can call a travel agency and decide to go to the Caribbean. You can call a travel agency and decide to go to Alaska. Like, you make that decision. The cards don't. So you have to decide where you want to go. I can only tell you if you will travel. You know, it's like, do I buy a Chevy or do I buy a Ford? Well, what do you like better? You know, it's like sometimes you go into the Ford dealer and you're like, I don't really like Fords, but the deal is really good, so I'm going to buy the Ford. But it's your decision. You know, like, I know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not written in the stars that you have to buy a Dodge because your father bought Dodge. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with travel. It's like, you make this decision as to where you want to go. I can only tell you if you're going to travel. I can't tell you where you're going to go. You make that decision. You could travel sometime this year across seas. But where across seas, that's your choice. You make that choice. And then this next semester going to be online. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Anne-Marie, love reading for June, single. Well, you got a relationship headed your way. And you got happiness coming out over your love life. Could be with a Taurus. That's a soulmate connection that's very passionate, and you get a new beginning. Now, this may not all happen in June. It may happen over the summer. You may meet the person in June. You may feel like I'm not holding myself back anymore in June. You're actually headed towards all 10 cups being full. So you got a lot of good stuff happening. Yeah, I think it may be with the Taurus, that's a soulmate connection that moves forward pretty quickly. Kira, love. Okay, you got cause for celebration that comes in around love. Feeling like the next relationship that you enter that's a stable, committed relationship will be a well-balanced relationship, that you get out of it what you put into it. It's going to be a soulmate connection, and it could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You actually have Aries comes up very strong around you, but so does Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. Maybe making the decision to cut out all the people from the past that you feel like the love has run out or you hit a brick wall with. Anything that makes you feel burdened, you may not be dealing with anymore. Could be moving forward in a whole different direction when it comes to life in general, with a new job opportunity and new love interests. You have a wish around love, put that out into the universe, and it could actually happen pretty quickly. Red, is Jay's girlfriend pregnant? I think so. Yeah. I get a 70% chance yes on the Two of Cups. That's pretty much a yes. Quick Torka, what's S feel towards me? He did reject me. Is it over? Yeah, well, yeah. The hero, it's very complicated. So he thinks that you're a really nice person, and he thinks that you deserve a lot. He feels like you're kind-hearted, you're sincere, you're successful. And he didn't take it lightly. Like, rejecting you or turning you down, he didn't make that decision lightly. But at the end of the day, he is looking for his life to move forward, and there could be a third party involved. And he feels like he had to make this decision, and that it was in the best interest of everyone. I would keep your options open. You have new energy coming in around you. I know that nobody ever wants to hear that, but I don't think that this guy is looking to move backwards. I think it's time to move forward, and I think that you're going to be moving forward too. It's like it weighed heavy on his heart. He didn't take his decision lightly, but he is looking for his life to move in a different direction. So I would say, yeah, he did mean what he said, and it's time to move forward from it. Red, is Jay's girlfriend purposely trying to get pregnant? Yep. I don't know why women do that, but yeah, I think that was the plan. I don't know. Babies don't equal love. If anything, it's going to make matters worse. And the whole situation's going to backfire in her face. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, God forgive me because I'm a woman, but sometimes I'm like, I just don't know what women are thinking. Like, why would you do that? But you know what? It is what it is. Mariana, career. Career's moving forward pretty quickly. You may be very busy and feel like, hey, I don't even have any time for myself, but that won't last forever. That just may be a couple of weeks. You have a wish around career. You could have cause for celebration that comes in around career. Things change for the better quickly, and you may be even getting better compensated. general reading from now until the end of the month of June. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You also have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may find that cause for celebration comes in around feeling successful with finding either a new job or a business endeavor. It looks like you may be feeling very prepared for that. Career could move forward between now and the end of June. You might feel like the hard work you've put into your career is coming back to you. And with the Ten of Wands in reverse, all of a sudden feeling a little bit more like life is not so burdened, like the energy around you starts to lighten between now and the end of the month. Magician. What are my Aunt R's current thoughts and next steps towards me? You know what? I don't think that she has steps towards you, because she has a lot of respect for you. She's a little bit intimidated by you, and she thinks that you're smarter than her. So it's like she kind of feels like a tower when she has to do, like, I think she wants to keep her distance. Is this the one that does the black magic? If this is the one that does the black magic, she's got a lot of respect for you. She feels like you're smarter than she is. She feels like you can see through her, and she's afraid. She may never let anybody see that, but it's like she's hit a brick wall. I wouldn't expect all that much from her. That's okay, Zara. Thank you. Feel better. Red. Is she wanting a certain... Wait, is she waiting? Is she waiting until a certain time to tell Jay? Yeah, you know what? There's deceit here. So I don't know if she's lying about being pregnant. I don't know if she's lying. There's deceit here. So she's waiting. She hasn't told him yet. There's no doubt about that, because she's feeling out of balance. She's got sharp energy and deceit around her. So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know if she's not pregnant and she's lying about being pregnant or what. But there's bullshit going on around this situation. And I hate to say it, but it's all going to get exposed for what it is. Oh, you gave yourself a headache because you're worried about it. How does a Scorpio feel about us not talking anymore? How does a Scorpio feel about us not talking anymore? I don't think that they're thrilled. Like they may be feeling a little undecided. They could feel like they have a long road ahead of them. They may feel like nothing is changing, and they can feel a little bit betrayed, but I don't think that they're real happy that you guys aren't talking anymore. They may miss you, or they may think about you, but I also don't think they're putting in any effort. Flower Girl, how long are they going to last? Is there no love there? Well, I can't tell you how long somebody is going to last, and love doesn't equal lasting. If people are married for 50 years, and they can't stand one another. Like, I see it every day. It's like our minds are logical, right? So we assume that two people get married because they're in love. They stay together because they're in love. They're married, or they're living together, or they're with one another because they're in love. But that usually isn't the case. Usually that's not what's going on there. I mean, I hate to say it because it sounds really cynical and it sounds really shitty, but that's the truth. would say that their relationship does have long-term potential because right now, anyway, it looks like it's grounded. It looks like there's mutual respect. It looks like there's a wish around the situation, and like things are moving forward. I can't tell you how long they're going to stay together because I just don't get that information. And as far as love is concerned, I mean, there's mutual respect. They may not be really in love just yet, but there is a long-term commitment around the situation, and there is romantic energy. I don't see a soulmate connection, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't see a breakup right now, so I can't tell you that they're going to break up. And that's what's, it's like we think that people get married because they're in love, but that's not always so true. You know, I know plenty of young women that got married because they were in their late 20s and everybody else was getting married and they needed to be married, so they grabbed anyone that was around and they didn't give a shit what was going to happen. 28, you might act like that. When you turn around at 38 and you're like, now this is what I'm stuck with, now we're singing a different tune, right? So, you know, love is like, I hate to say it, I just hate to say it, but I just have read for so many people over the course of the years that the affairs, I hate to say that, but that's usually where the love is. I know it sounds really shitty, but when somebody feels like they can't get out of their marriage, they're stuck, they're in a situation where there's property, there's kids, there's dramatics, the person that they're having an affair with, the home wrecker, right? They always get that bad rap. That's usually where the love is. I hate to say it, but it's unfortunate. It usually doesn't not much love with the wife. Ugh. Magician, what spiritual advice my spirit guides have for me that can help me forgive my Aunt R? I want her out of my life, but I want to forgive her and move on from the past. All right, let's go to the spirit cards for that. The Two of Fire, you come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. The Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. Seven of Water, a complex decision. The need to do research and stop procrastinating. So when it comes to forgiveness, I feel like it's always personal to the situation and the circumstances and the people that are involved. As far as like forgiving her, I think that the more that your life moves forward and the more successful you are and the more that you're reaching your own goals, the less she will ever bother you. Like nothing, like I think you're just going to move past the past. And you're not even going to really think about it anymore, and it's just going to go away in its own time. It sounds kind of, you know, there's no recipe for how you forgive someone, but I don't think it's going to bother you. You know, like as time moves on and your life moves forward, I think you're going to think about it less and less. I don't want to live my whole life with the resentment. Right. Well, I mean, I just think that time heals, you know? Like, there was a time where, I mean, I had a friend in high school that she did a lot of things to me that were betraying. And have I forgiven her for it? I guess. But I don't want to reconnect with her. I don't want, like, I don't want anything to do with her. And it's the funny thing is that her and I were friends for much longer, and we were closer than I was to some of my other friends in high school, and I still talk to those people. But with her, I just don't, I have no use, right? So you may get to the point with her where you're like, I'm just kind of null and void about the situation. I don't hate you. I don't care. I just don't really feel anything. And that, I just think that you just need time. I think that time is going to do it. You're not always going to feel so resentful. You know, you might have moments, right? Because how could you not? Like every now and again, you may think of something that reminds you of something that brings it back up. But I don't think you're going to hold on to this resentment forever, because I think you have a lot of success coming in. And I just don't think you're going to be in that headspace anymore. You know, it's like you just moved past it. Simran, what does E think of me, the good and the bad? I would say this person thinks that you're genuinely a happy person who's very passionate, kind-hearted, sincere, fair, easygoing. As far as bad, I would say they may think that you could be a little bit impulsive or over-obsessive when it comes to certain areas of your life. They may think that I don't know if they think that you spend too much time obsessing about things. I don't know if you've had that kind of conversation before, like where they like telling you to let something go and you just couldn't let go of it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have that issue. They also may think that you're a little bit either naive. Yeah, I would say a little naive. More or less love reading. Okay, you got the love cup here full. You got choices coming in and the commitment on the horizon if you're not in one already. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down if you're not with anyone right now. You got happiness coming out over your love life. You have a Libra, a Capricorn, and a Taurus that all come in looking for a new beginning. It's going to be up to you which one you want to move forward with into a committed relationship that functions really well. So if you're not with anyone right now, current relationships, you should have 3 new people: Taurus, Capricorn, and Libra. Whoever you decide to move forward with, the relationship will be balanced. You'll get out of it what you put into it, and you'll feel like you're very well respected. If you are with someone right now, I would say your current relationship is moving forward. Good karma comes to it. They may make you an offer that's hard to turn down, and you may feel like secure and stable in it. Lydia, week read and vibe. Anxiety moves into the past, and the rest of the week it's like feeling like you got a wish, or feeling like the energy has just changed. Like negativity moves into the past, and then all of a sudden you're feeling 100% better. I would say that as the week moves forward, you've got an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Taurus, and a Cancer that come in. Somebody from your past returns, and you have being at the right place at the right time. You have money coming in, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and happiness comes in around passion. I don't know, you could have a couple of new opportunities, or a couple of new opportunities around romance this week or weekend. Adriana. Oh, thank you. Julie, career month of August and September. Okay, listen to your intuition when it comes to your career. Got new opportunities coming in and money coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back or waiting for your ship to come in, but you're making things happen. In August, you could have like a contract job, but you also may have another job that's a little bit more stable or long term. Maybe one of the things that you've applied for recently could work out in one of those homes. Anxiety around work moves into the past in August and September, feeling like you have good luck and you're manifesting new opportunities. So I think you may pick up something new between now and then. And it looks like it's something a little bit more stable. Lydia, me and Sagittarius. Okay, your sense of feeling betrayed by him is going to move into the past, because I think he may do something nice. Divine timing may show up, and he may do something that makes you happy, and you feel like finally you've made it to the top of the mountain. Hopefully he's going to step up to the plate, and he may do something nice, or you'll try to make it up. I mean, I don't really care for what he did yesterday, but the cards kept indicating I'm working, or I'm busy and I just can't do it, or I just can't get there. It wasn't coming up like it was something he didn't want to do or that he didn't care. Because if that was the case, I would just tell you that. Like, it was coming up like, I'm busy, I can't get there. Or I just can't fit it in. But I think he may try to do something to make it up to you. Because I think he knows that you're upset with him. So, what's coming in my relationship with D for the rest of June? You might be feeling a little bit negative around this situation. You may feel like not much has changed and that the relationship is somewhat stuck. Listen to your intuition. You may feel like I put in a whole lot of hard work and I didn't see much of a payoff. I would say that not much is changing. Wherever the relationship is right now is where it's going to be at the end of June. But you guys could have a little bit of an argument over something that may pop up between now and then. Shaquille, when will I get a new car? You could get a new car like by the end of the year. The diamonds would be sometime like in the winter. The ace is usually like the beginning. So it could be either the beginning of next year or it could be the beginning of the winter. I would say any time between December 21st right through the beginning of the year would be a good time for you to get a new car. Maybe you're getting a good deal on like a 2021 in early 2022 or something like that. Magician. Mariana, general for my mom. Negativity is moving into the past and feeling successful and content as we move forward. Love cup is full. If she's with someone, great. If she's not, she could have an Aries come in. She could also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It looks like she may be spending time at home, redecorating her home, upgrading her home, or changing homes. Looks like she could be starting a new journey, and she's definitely perseverant. So whatever the new journey is, she may be throwing herself into it. She's got the world at her feet, and she's laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and cutting through bullshit. 9 of Pentacles, she's got money coming in. Could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care between now and the end of June. Serves her well, and she may be either putting money aside for something, or she also could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan that makes her feel relief around money. Julie, me and C, the month of August and September. By then, I think that things have moved forward. You could be taking a road trip somewhere or spending the day somewhere. Like there could be a road trip or a day trip or something, feeling like you're being guided by the divine. I would say that in September and October, there's happiness and passion around your relationship with him, and you have a wish that comes true. I don't see a commitment yet, but I see him back around, spending time together and doing some fun things out of the ordinary. So August and September should be pretty good months. Magician, why does my Aunt R have a lot of respect for me now? Because she thinks that you're smarter than her and that you're more intuitive than her. And she thinks that you can see through her bullshit. So she has respect for you, and she also feels a little intimidated by you. That's, yeah. She feels like she can't compete with you. Magician, how would things be for me if I married S the Aquarius? She's a great person, but I don't find her that attractive. Well, there's a couple of different ways this can go. So it looks like she is a great person, and she's very well balanced, and she's very capable, and she's going to be very successful. She has success around her. If you were to marry her and spend more time with her and get to know her, you may start to find her more attractive because your feelings are developing in a different way, right? Like sometimes we find people attractive immediately, and then that makes us want things to move forward. And then there are other relationships where we may know somebody for 20 years and we're never attracted to them. We get to know them, we spend time with them, and then all of a sudden they become attractive to us. So there's that. right? At the end of the day, you could have a very successful marriage with her. Whether you find her attractive or not, the relationship itself may be pretty successful. I don't think that she's a bad option. Vianney, the characteristics of the soulmate Cancer coming in. This is somebody who's very kind, caring, patient, sincere, stable. They're hardworking, intuitive. They may be very creative, and they may love like being near the water. Mihak, general for the rest of June. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine. Feeling like you're moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your homes, or you could be entertaining at home. And happiness comes in between now and the end of June. Could be traveling. There may be travel that comes up. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief. Sand shows my point of view. Just what is Sand's current feelings as you realize it's his fault? No, he doesn't think that things are his fault. I don't know that you and him are on the same page about things, but he's not taking responsibility for things being his fault because he doesn't feel like he's in the position to take, he doesn't feel like it's his responsibility to take he doesn't think that this is his fault. I don't know what the situation is, but it comes up that like the two of you are not on the same page, and either you're telling him that he should have done something that he doesn't feel like he had to do, or the two of you are not in the same place right now. He doesn't think things are his fault. That's the best way I can say it. Mel, you can close them because he just got up and I hear her in there. Thanks. And it's only a matter of time before somebody comes over here needing something. Magician, update on Miriam's current thoughts and feelings. Okay. She thinks that you're attractive, like you've matured, you've grown into, either you've recently grown into a man or you've turned a corner. She thinks that you're attractive, smart, intelligent, and that you have a lot of potential for the future. She also is like sour grapes, so she may never admit that stuff. Like she may feel like, well, whatever, but that's not really how she feels. That may be just what she says. Because she's got sharp energy around her. Magician, how will my study session go with the male S tomorrow? It should go well. The hard work you put into it is what you'll get out of it. Four of Wands. You're very focused. It should go really well tomorrow. Okay, and that's okay. That's fine. Adriana, general. You've got a soulmate connection coming in. It could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Maybe somebody new you haven't met yet. It may be like a wish comes true that brings in happiness, and you may meet this person through divine timing. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Listen to your intuition. Life is about to change for the better quickly, and you're no longer feeling stuck. Oh, I said for tomorrow. Okay, let's see. I was studying for tonight. How will studying for tonight go? It should go well. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You're taking things seriously. You're well focused. Here, once again, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Feeling focused and like the hard work that you've put in comes back to you. Negativity moves into the past, but you may need to have a little bit of patience. So it may just be like a long study night. hell, did the Pisces really believe that he had a second shot with me? Yes. Not only does he think he has a second shot with you, but he may try again at some point. He's got perseverance around him. That guy. KM, I blocked S and now I'm getting unknown calls. Is it her? Is it her? Could be her, yeah. I would answer the phone. I would answer the phone. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that you think she's calling you. No, because what if it happens if it's not her? I wouldn't accuse her of doing that unless you knew 100% sure. That's why I'm telling you to answer the phone. I'm not a big fan of playing games, right? I would never tell somebody. I would never say block somebody if you really want to talk to them. I would only tell you to block someone if you want them out of your life and you want to move forward. And I would never tell somebody to, like, wait outside his job or try to get in touch with him that way, or block your number and call from I'm not going to tell somebody to bamboozle somebody, like bamboozle them so that they talk to you. Like, if somebody doesn't want to talk to you, I think that that's their right, and vice versa. But there's too much game playing and bullshit that goes on, and then people want to know why their relationships aren't functioning. So to me, if you have a problem, or if you care about this person, or you want something to change, I would call them up and ask them what's going on, point blank. And I would stop with the blocking people, unblocking people, blocking phone numbers, unblocking phone numbers, calling nonstop, not calling. Because what is it proving? If you think that she's calling you from an unknown number and you not answering, how does that move the relationship forward? It doesn't. It's just playing games. So if you want something to change with this person, answer the phone. End of story. Because there's too many people that are making things way more complicated than they really have to be, and then they don't understand why things aren't working out in their favor. Well, I am not calling anybody or showing up on anyone's doorstep if they've blocked me, because I don't play games. You want me to go away? That's it. I'm gone. Goodbye, I'll find something else to do with my time. I'm not going to chase after someone that's told me, fuck you, don't contact me. Why would I do that? Like, to me, it's like, it's just game playing. It's like, it's all ego-based, low vibration bullshit. So if you want a relationship with anybody, I don't care who the situation is or what the situation is, don't block somebody if you want to have a relationship with them, and don't expect them to do anything else, because I could be madly in love with someone, but if they block me, that's it. I'm not coming looking for you. Well, because you just blocked me, which told me to go away. So what am I going to come forward for? I'm going to change that? No. Maybe when I was younger, I would have tried to change something, but now I know the people's feelings don't change by me telling them that, hey, I'm wonderful. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Nobody gives a shit. That doesn't work. I tried it. I tried it with the guy at the bar down the street. It didn't work. So why would I continue to do these things? Like, to me, we got to meet on common ground and learn how to communicate with one another without the games. So I would answer the phone the next time you get an unknown number. And if it's a solicitor, hang up on them. Most of the time when I get those bizarre things, it's people looking to sell me a warranty for my car. But in this case, it's like, when she calls, answer the phone and then have the conversation. I wouldn't accuse her of calling you, because she's going to deny it, and you don't have any proof that it's her. And then we're going to go around with that. She says that she's not calling me, but why? Well, where's it getting us? Nowhere. So that's what I would do. Answer the phone the next time she calls, and then have the conversation at that point, and eliminate the game playing. Sanchez, general reading, the good and the bad. Your life is starting to move forward. Things are moving forward, no longer feeling stuck. You've got money coming in, a substantial amount of money coming in. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care recharges your batteries. It also looks like the solution to a problem is in front of you and you're just not seeing it. It's like right there. You might be feeling like you need to make a decision coming up, or there may be choices around you and you have to make a decision. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, the world is at your feet. You could feel a little bit better respected at work, school, business, whatever you do all day. You also may be getting better compensated. Empress, will I score a 520 or above on the July MCAT? Yes, I think you will. Shaquille, do you see me getting my own place? You are going to get your own place. Could happen sometime before the fall, sometime before the end of the summer. All right, that's it for me. I'll be back on tonight, probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. And I'll see you all then. Thank you all very much. Have a nice afternoon.